Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chelsea and I have another word to release to you guys today from the Lord. Now the title of today's word is going to be God's judgment for your enemies, okay? God's judgment for your enemies. Now this is a judgment word, but there will be some warnings in this word as well, okay? So I'm just going to hop right on into this. The first thing that I saw was a vision, and in this vision there was a woman and she was standing in front of this dress, okay? Its dress was white and it had like see-through spots on it, okay? And so she's walking towards this dress, and then I see like a reflection of a mirror, okay, as she's walking towards the dress. And then the dress looks like it was on a mannequin, okay? And as she got close to the dress, she touched the dress and the dress turned into a black dress. And this black dress was a completely different style, a completely type of different dress. It had like a long sleeve, and then it had like a turtleneck with a hoodie on it where you could put it over your head, okay? And so then I saw another woman standing next to this woman, and she was trying to get her to borrow the black dress, okay? And when she was trying to get her to borrow the black dress, the woman was kind of like, she didn't really like it. It really wasn't her style, okay? And so then that was the end of that vision. And what the Lord is saying here is that he does not want you to trade your glory for evil, okay? So for somebody, God is saying you are a reflection of his glory, okay? That's what the white dress was. And like I said, as this woman was walking towards the dress, it was like a mirror that was being reflected and shown as she's walking towards it. And so God is saying you are a reflection of his glory, and he's saying don't trade his glory for evil, okay? So when she touched the dress, it turned into a black dress, all right? And there was a woman standing next to her that was trying to get her to borrow this dress. The woman next to her thought that she knew this woman's style. She thought that she had it in a bag. Like, she really thought that this woman was going to like the black dress and that she was going to want to borrow it. And the woman was like, no, like, it wasn't her style. She didn't want it. She didn't want to borrow it. And so that woman that was next to her was a representation of the enemy. God is warning you to not do that, okay? So this woman that was next to her wanted her to borrow the dress because there was something that she wanted to borrow from that woman, okay? So whenever you are working for the enemy, there's an exchange, okay? So if you take on a mantle of evil, there's an exchange for that. And the enemy wants something from you. He wants your peace, he wants your joy, he wants your blessings, he wants your promise, whatever. So you cannot trade God's glory for a garment of evil, okay? And so that is a warning for somebody out there. He's saying don't trade your glory for evil. So in the next vision that the Lord gave me, there was a family. They were moving out of the city, okay? But there was one family member that wanted to stay behind. The family member didn't want to leave and didn't want to go with the family, okay? And so God is warning that family member, if you're watching, to move with the family that's leaving. There is nothing left there for you. It will be like a dry desert there for you. There won't be any prosperity. There won't be any progress of any kind. God is literally saying, like, your time is up there. The family is moving and you need to move with them, okay? Don't hold on to anything that you may have had attachments to. Let go, because it's going to be like desolate. There's going to be nothing there for you, okay? And so if you are that family member that's watching that is moving and leaving, you know, just kind of talk to that family member and try to, you know, convince them that, you know, they need to leave as well, because whatever is going on in that city, it's time for y'all to go. It's time for y'all to leave. And God is saying that he does not want you, if you're the person staying behind, he's saying he doesn't want you to stay behind. He wants you to go with this family that is leaving as well, okay? And so yeah, that is a warning for somebody, a family member that's trying to not leave, that's trying to stay behind, okay? So moving on to the next vision, I had this vision, and in this vision, this man was laying down on a bed, and he was telling me all his business between what was going on with him and the woman that he was with. And so he was telling me that he basically was tired of getting stuck, okay? And what he meant by that was him and this woman were trying to get pregnant, okay? So whatever procedure that they were going through to try to get pregnant, it was some type of procedure where the man had to get stuck in his private area. And he was saying that he was tired of getting stuck with this needle, whatever it was that they were having to do with this procedure to try to help this woman conceive. And so this woman was struggling to get pregnant, and the man was like, I'm tired of getting stuck. Okay, I just saw, him telling me this in his vision, that he was tired of getting stuck. And then basically he like gave up. He was like, he doesn't want to do this anymore. And then I saw how the woman went and cheated on him, and she went and got pregnant by another man. And then I saw them at the hospital because the woman had conceived. She was having a baby. And the man that said, I'm tired of getting stuck, showed up at the hospital trying to fight the other man because the woman he was with had got pregnant and had conceived and was giving birth to a baby. And what God revealed to me is that that is somebody's punishment. That is somebody's judgment. It's heartbreak. Okay? So this could go for a counterfeit situation, to where if you are the woman, and you know that this person is your husband, but they are in a counterfeit relationship with another woman, their punishment, their judgment is heartbreak, because that woman is going to cheat on them if it hasn't already happened. For some of you, these judgments have already happened, and some of these things are going on right now with them. And so this person is receiving heartbreak as a form of punishment and judgment from God, because they were with the wrong person. This woman cheated on him with another man and got pregnant, and this man was trying to fight the other man at the hospital because he was mad. That is a judgment for that man, because he was never supposed to be with that woman. Now this could go for somebody's spouse as well. If you're a man and your kingdom spouse or your wife is with somebody else and they're with a counterfeit male, they could be having problems conceiving and getting pregnant, because that is not who they're supposed to be with. But you guys, it was really based on the man. The focus was on the man, as far as him being hurt in this situation, because she did cheat on him and have a baby with somebody else. So yeah, that is somebody's judgment. Is heartbreak. All right. And so the next thing that I saw was this person. They were in a wheelchair. Now I saw them limping at first, and then I saw them in a wheelchair, and I saw them in a tub. So they were in a wheelchair, but they were in a tub, and they were trying to explain to me like what happened and like who did it. Like they were trying to tell me who did this to them, and it was like they were trying to get me to by memory remember who this person is. And so God is saying, for somebody did something to you, and their punishment, their judgment is them being handicapped. Like they are in a wheelchair right now, and because of what they did, that is their punishment. And because the person was trying to tell me whoever this is a representation of, you may know who did this to this person, because y'all may have a mutual connection with whoever this is that did this to the person that's in the wheelchair. So you may actually know the person that did this to them, because like I said, in the vision, they were trying to explain to me who this person was by trying to get me to remember who the person is by memory. So there's some type of connection there, as far as you may be knowing who did that, okay, to them. But that is a form of judgment that the Lord has given them because of whatever they had did to you, okay. And then the next thing I saw was this woman. In this vision, I saw this woman, and she was literally like fighting a legal battle. Like they were trying to take her child from her. So whether it be the system trying to take the child or the father trying to take the child, there was a woman, and she was literally telling me how this person or the system had tried to take her child, and this is punishment, judgment for that person for whatever they have done to you, okay. And God is letting it be known that they have fought a legal battle between them and somebody else, or them in the system trying to take their child. Some of them have already gone through it, and some of them may be going through it now. But again, the way the woman was talking to me, as if it had already happened. A lot of this stuff was shown to me as if it had already happened. But this person literally was fighting a legal battle with somebody trying to take their child away from them because of what they had did to you, okay. So then the last thing I saw was, it was a vision, and it was this girl, and she had like this friend with her, and the girl was trying to convince her to do things that weren't of God pertaining to man, like for sex or for money, okay. So this is a warning to some woman out there. You're trying to draw close to the Lord, but you have a friend that is not of God, that is doing things ungodly that is influencing you, okay, to do things, to try to do things for sex or for money and all this other kind of stuff. And God is saying you need to let that friend go, because she's not beneficial to your life, nor is she beneficial to your growth with the Lord, okay? And so God is just saying, let that friendship go, let that relationship go, because it's not helping you draw closer to the Lord, okay? You are literally trying to work on your relationship with God, but this friend is going to have you somewhere messed up, okay? And so God is just saying, let them go. They're not a good influence. Anytime you have to do anything for sex or for money, that is never a good sign that somebody is in your corner. That is never a good sign of somebody being a good influence in your life, okay? And so, yeah, God is just warning you, let them go. You're trying to work on your relationship with the Lord, and in order to do that, in order to grow with the Lord, you're going to have to let that person go, because they are not a good influence, okay? And so, guys, yeah, that is the few things that the Lord has shared with me. I'm also going to give scripture for this, which is going to be Genesis chapter 19, verses 23 through 26, okay? And it reads, by the time Lot reached Zoar, the sun had risen over the land. Then the Lord rained down burning sulfur on Sodom and Gomorrah from the Lord out of the heavens. Thus he overthrew those cities and the entire plain, destroying all those living in the cities and also the vegetation in the land. But Lot's wife looked back and she became a pillar of salt, okay? So that is the scripture reference that I'm going to leave with you guys today. I was thinking about this as I was getting this word set up, because of the woman that didn't want to leave with the family that's going to another city. Your city is most likely about to be destroyed, or they're just going to be a dryness, desolate place. Like, it's going to be dry. There's going to be no prosperity, no abundance there for you, and you're not wanting to leave. And God is saying, don't look back. You need to go with them, and you don't need to look back, okay? And for others of you, this is pertaining to your enemies. Though God is telling you the judgment for your enemies, you don't need to look back. You don't need to go seeking and seeing if these people are receiving this judgment and trying to see if they, if God's wrath is falling on them. You don't need to look back. Worry about where God is taking you and where God is leading you and what he's doing in your life now, okay? God does want you to know the judgment that they are receiving, but you don't need to look back, okay? Move forward with your life, all right? And so, guys, that's all for this word. Also, I want to wanted to say thank you to all of y'all that sow into my ministry. Some of y'all have been trying to sow to me through PayPal. I cannot accept payments on PayPal. I have Cash App and Zelle that I accept from, okay? And also, if you guys are international and want to sow a seed, Stripe, I have a Stripe account that you guys can send through. So I just wanted that to be known. I think that's it. I hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next video, and y'all be blessed. Bye.